Who's working on the weekend?
We are attorneys Alexander and Catalano.
Call right now if you need help.
Oh yeah, thanks for the coffee.
The heavy hitters are all you need. Call 1-800-LAW-1333.
Well, it has been a crazy summer. Many of us had flooding. Lots of us were inconvenienced by the weather, so we couldn't get out and do what we wanted to do. What would happen if it was a real emergency? Kevin Wisely joins us this morning. He is Onondaga County's Commissioner of Emergency Management. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning. Thank you, Laura, for having me.
And we're talking about being prepared.
Yes, it is very important for our citizens to understand that they have a responsibility for themselves and for their families to be prepared in case of an emergency.
Now, we know that emergency people will come in at a certain point, but there's that kind of 3-day window where you might have to fend for yourself.
Yes, we advise folks to understand that they should be prepared to sustain themselves and their family for up to 3 days if we have a large-scale emergency. Things like having a gallon of water per person in the family for up to 3 days, non-perishable food items to be able to sustain themselves until such time as we are able to bring in additional aid, shelters are established, things of that nature.
So we have an example of some of the things you might want to put in either a place in your home or in a container. As you said, the water, the food. You might not have thought about pet food, because obviously your dogs, cats, and other pets are important too.
That is very important, and oftentimes when we think about preparing, we are thinking about our families, but many folks have pets.
But you also have to tell people where you'll be in case of an emergency.
Part of your planning process as a family should be to, much like we talk about in Fire Prevention Week, where you're practicing exiting your house and things of that nature, is to have an established plan on where you would meet, how you would gather, where you would end up, things of that nature.
The third part of this is to stay informed, and a good way to get started on that is to go to Onondaga County's website. They have a lot of information for you. Also, some downloadable forms that you can fill out and put in a safe place with papers that you need in case of an emergency. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here.
And hope you've learned something this morning.